The remains of a airplane crash over on Lambertsville Road.
They didn't know where they were going. They know the plane had been turned around. And if they learn through those phone calls, this potentially could end up in a building, and they want to try to stop that.
Don't forget the actions of the heroes that day. Don't forget the loss of that day. I mean, it's not a singular, don't forget just this. It's don't forget that day. And don't forget one of the biggest things, and I think the country's forgot it, is don't forget what September 12th felt like. Because right now we're all fighting again, but September 12th, we were here.
What does it mean to be a hero? Some 25 years later, after a plane crashed on 9/11 in the western fields here of Pennsylvania, we meet up with Brad Schober, who was one of the first people to respond here in Shanksville. I'm Tim Boyum. We're crossing the country for America 250 to rediscover what it means to be an American. Today, we're in Shanksville. That day, so you were teaching, right?
Yeah. I was a shop teacher, industrial arts tech ed. Teacher came across, told me, turn the TV on. So I did, and I'm watching this, and we watched the second plane hit. Then it's like, okay, something's going on. Came out, and another teacher met me in the hall. He's like, hey, did you hear a plane went down in Somerset? I'm like, I hadn't heard. So I tried to call my wife. Phone lines were all busy. Just get this recording. I never had it before, but it's like all lines are busy.
Guided by Brad, we traveled to the site of the crash, now preserved as the Flight 93 National Memorial, a place to honor the brave passengers and crew aboard that day.
You could go. They had this was shut down right here, and you couldn't go out the road. There was a checkpoint there with the state police. That was the outside perimeter. It rattled the schools on the other end of town, and it rattled and knocked some ceiling tiles out. So, I mean, they knew something happened. Up here where the visitor center is, there was a recycling yard, a scrap yard. And there were guys working there that watched it fly right overhead. They were excavating. They would take the dirt out, and they would literally sift it with screens to get little pieces out. It might be a tooth, it might be a whatever. There's a road right down the other side of these trees that comes from up there like the western overlook. It comes down behind that dirt bank and so on. And it pretty much came down almost to where that boulder sits out there.
And when you sat at the edge of it and looked, where in relation to that boulder were you? Do you remember?
I'd have been right at that boulder.
Like right where that boulder was?
Standing there, looking down in, and it's just this big crater, and then you can see indents of, I didn't realize how pronounced they were until you take a look at it on an aerial photo, but it was very easy to see it there. Like the next couple days as they were gathering stuff up, our job as the fire department, we were the chainsaw and brush crew, and they had colored totes. One was plane parts, one was body parts, one was personal effects. And they put things into the different totes, and our job was to go out ahead of them and make sure there was no safety hazard. And the coroner was able to find DNA of all 40 passengers and the 4 hijackers. So everybody got something to bury or cremate or whatever, even if it was small things, but every family got something.
You've gotten to know some of their family members, right?
Yeah, some of them come in every year. For us, this plane came out of the sky. We didn't know anybody on the plane. Nobody on the ground was hurt, so we don't have a personal connection to anybody that day, at least in our area, but we have since got to know these people and so on.
And this is a story not only heroism on the ground, but heroism in the air too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. These guys are the heroes of the day, not us.
Our final stop is the Tower of Voices. It's a soaring tribute that stands as both a visual and auditory reminder of the heroic actions taken by the passengers and crews of United Flight 93 on that day.
Tower of Voices, that sound is the passengers. That's my understanding of the meaning.
So that phrase, never forget, what does that mean to you?
Don't ever forget that day. You can think of lots of things not to forget about that day. Don't forget who did this. Don't forget what our reaction was. Don't forget the actions of the heroes that day. Don't forget the loss of that day. I mean, it's not a singular, don't forget just this. It's don't forget that day. And don't forget one of the biggest things, and I think the country's forgot it, is don't forget what September 12th felt like. 25 years ago, we were here on fire trucks trying to do something, and now 25 years ago, we have a nice memorial. Towers, the last edition. I mean, there's a lot's happened, but it's also flown by.
And so, 25 years later, never forget rings true here in Western Pennsylvania. If you get a chance, it's one of the best places to remember that day. As I continue my journey across the U.S. to celebrate America's 250th birthday, be sure to follow along to see the different parts of America as we rediscover what it means to be an American.